This is part 2 of modeling military binoculars, and this is where we got to in part 1, and we're just going to continue with this. I'm going to select that central cylinder that I had brought in, and I think I'm going to bring it out a little bit this way and just bring it out a little bit this way. And I want to work on the hinges that connect to this, these things here. I realized when I looked at these pictures that I sort of just haphazardly put them down, and I'm going to try to put them in these little grooves if I can, see if that works. So I think I'll just go ahead and bring in a cube, and in edit mode I'm going to scale this in the Y and see if I can get it to fit, and see if it's going to look okay there. Let's scale that in the Z. Let's bring it up and shorten this thing. And just sort of shape it. And let's make sure the polys are facing the right way. So let me think about this. Yeah, I'm already in edit mode, aren't I? Let's see, if I grab this upper edge, I'm just going to want to have it sort of peak above, and this one I think I'm just going to have in. You know, kind of like that, but I wonder if these are far enough apart. Well, I think I want this to come in a little bit more. And then let's see if I can just mirror this across here. Well, it's already done there. What would that be like there? I'll do some work on that. Now, you know what? I think it needs to be longer on the inside. Let's go to wireframe and grab this edge here, and then come back. I think it needs to be a little bit narrower like that, and maybe I'll grab even this one and pull it down. Let's say I did that. I'll set the origin of geometry. Well, I won't, because I got it mirrored. I'll just copy this and bring it down to the end. I think let's look at this for a second here. Yeah, okay. If I was to do that, and then come in here, I'm not done with those, but I would put an edge loop like there, and here, and then, don't want, maybe I'll inset that a little bit, yeah. Well, let's do both of them at the same time. Another edge loop there, and then if I have those and those, and I don't know if I have to be in individual origins for this. Let's see, E and Alt S and push in. Well, it seems to be okay. Like that, and then they stick up a bit. And then what I would do, I think I just want to split those in the middle, you know, like this. So as if there's two. Yeah, we'll just do that. I'm just going to put an edge loop right down the middle there, and right down the middle there. Select both of them and go Control B, and do something like that. And I'll do the same thing, E and Alt S, and pull it in. I will be putting a subdivision surface on this, so I'll need more edge loops. And that's what I was thinking about. And then all right, so let's go ahead and let's just see. What if I just bevel these? How will that look? I'll put on 2, scale that back, and what if I smooth it as well? Well, it's not looking all that sharp, is it? Just thinking versus a subdivision surface. That might be good enough. I'm not sure. As soon as you add some edge loops, it changes the bevel. Well, that part's not going to really be seen except for maybe above. Let's see. Nah, I don't like that. Let's add a few more edge loops. Am I on? Am I not on? There we go. And we'll put a subdivision surface on this. And here. And here. Let's see how that's doing. I don't think I like this one here. Yeah, I didn't need to do it that way. Put it on and then go GG for edge slide. And let's try a subdivision surface on that. Just 2's okay. I think I like that better anyhow. So I'll get rid of those. And I'll take that and I'll copy it down to here. The positioning can be adjusted in a bit. I'm having a bit of trouble seeing. That being done, let's work on this center, the main focus right here. I do this as a separate piece. I'll select that. Well, let's set origin to geometry, and I'm going to use a separate cylinder, I think, for this. I'll go with 32, but I'll put nothing there. Let's scale it. Rotate X90. We'll scale it out again. Well, actually, I do want some room. Okay, well, let's try that. And let's go, actually, let's scale this in the Y a bit. And I'll put 2 edge loops. I'll scale it in the Y. I'll come out to here. And then I will extrude out. Is that what I want to be doing? No, you know what? I think I'll extrude all of it out. Like this. And then I'll take these and I'll extrude out some more. Like that. So get that little lip in there. And we will also grab all of these edges and we'll bevel them. Maybe 2, maybe 1, I don't know. I'll be doing a subdivision surface on that. I can just go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go with something like that. And however, I think I need to kind of close off one. So let's turn that off. And let's go back and put it in flat. I'll select it. That's what I wanted. So I can see better what's going on. Get off there. Okay, so they're both the same. So I'm gonna I'm going to delete this edge, and I'm going to take this. Let's try this, see if I like it. Let's just Alt-S it. Oh, that's this way. Kind of like that, closing it off. This will be closed off too. See how I like that with subdivision surface and smoothing on. I do like that effect. And so, a couple more edge loops to finish this off, this part anyhow. Yep, I like that. And where did I put one? Just on the inside there. Up here. Do that. And you're going to put some stuff coming into there. And so, do I want to just take these and hit II twice and extrude individual and pull down? We could try that. Not too much. Like that. And just edge loop it. Let's give it a try. I think that might be good enough, but I think I needed to bring it in just a little bit. So I could do that, and then I'm going to put these, where can you see them? Well, you can see them here. So it's going to look a little different than this one, but I like it. Those things there. Okay. So how do I want to do that? Let's go Shift H. And look from the front, and let's bring in a cube. Let's scale this in the Y a bit and in the X a bit. And take it down. Bring everything else back. Okay, so it goes to there. So let's go back into this thing here. Pull it up. I just want it to push into there. And now I'm thinking, it's not very long, now I'm thinking I may want to actually scale this. And I don't mind scaling it in all directions, and I'll apply rotation and scale. It's probably not necessary, but I will anyhow. And we'll come back into this guy here. Okay, let's all right, just for front view, stop screwing around. Grab that, let's pull it down. Okay, so this thing is pretty symmetrical. Oh, is that not? Yeah, it is in. It's pretty symmetrical, so cursor selects right in the center. So if I select that, let's do a bit more work on it. Let's bevel that and see. It's not going to be a very big detail. I just need the slightest amount. Well, if I do 2, I don't think that's going to help. Well, we can go with that. All right, let's take this and Shift H and look from the front and take that guy. Yeah, let's take that guy. Let's set the origin to the 3D cursor. Go into edit mode, select it all, and let us try to spin it. All right, looks like spinning is going to work. 360 degrees. Did I type 360? Yeah. And this is up the count. Maybe something like that. That's good enough. Let's select it all and W, remove doubles, and Control N, flip any polys. And that looks good. Alt H, bring everything back. and I get that effect, and I'm happy with that. Okay, and I can make all of that smaller if necessary, but I don't think I need to. Okay, so I need to make a connection between here and here, and I'm thinking what I could do maybe is I could grab all these polys and Shift D and P. All right, so I get them on their own. I'll go into edit mode, and let's try E and Alt S and bring it out and give it some thickness. I don't want to go over the screw. And then I was thinking I could take maybe that one and just go E and G and just bring it up to where I want it. Put an edge loop in there to tighten that up, and down here, and of course we'll need more edge loops in there, up there, over there, right here, out there at the top potentially. Let's see what that's starting to look like. So what if I take this one in GG, edge slide it up, and just bring another one up for reinforcement. I think what I go with that for now, as I always say, and just select that, and take this and just mirror it over. Now that end is just going to end like that, so let's do something like that. Let's make a cap of some sort. Okay, so ES, E, come out. We'll start closing it up. ES, oops, I moved. S, nope. E and S, E and S. Then we'll come out a bit, E and out, E and S, let's just end it, E and Alt M. Okay, let's bevel those two edges, and I suppose we could do this one. I don't know if I'll really need to do that with the subdivision surface. That'll help though, preserve the, I might have to, and you need some edge loops there. And down at the other end, which is, well, here, we're going to get something like this. Let's see if we got a better picture of that, though. Okay, we'll come out, we'll go larger there, and then sort of a screw, and then this thing. Oh, you can see it there. Okay, so right around here. Let's take this, bring it in to about there. E and S, E, E and S will come down pretty small. E will come out just a little bit, and then we'll go E and S, E, come out like that, and we'll scale it down. E, S, I think we come in a little bit, E, and then we'll close it up. E and S, E and S. I don't know why I'm doing that many. Merge at center. This might have to be a bit bigger. Maybe it comes out a bit too far. So just past the ends there. All right, in that case, Did I? Maybe I don't need that piece. Yeah, it just comes out one big one, you know, or bigger one. So what I can do, let me see what I can do. I can select that face. I'm going to select those and these. I'm just going to delete those faces, and we'll see what we want to do. Okay, so that's that. So then we're going to need to do this. E and S. We'll come down and grab those, and we'll bridge edge loops. And we'll have a look at this from the side. How does that look? That looks all right. I think we're okay. I'll bring an edge loop here. This edge is going to be too sharp. That's not going to be any good. So what I'll do is I'm going to bevel this right now and see if that's going to help us, or if it's still too odd. Yeah, so I wanted to bring it back anyhow, didn't I? I did. Okay, so in wireframe, we'll grab that stuff, and we'll just pull it in. That could potentially be all right. Let's go ahead and put on a subdivision surface and start messing with this. Okay, so now we need some supporting edges. We need something there, possibly another one here, like that. This, and let's come in here. Let's put one down there. Period key to zoom in. Where have I got it? There. I want to go on this side of that. This. Okay, we can do more here. So if I got that, let's bring that down. Let's throw another one in here behind it, and another one in behind this one, and see how she's shaping up. Pretty good. We're gonna have to do the same thing down here. So whether or not I'll get the same, I don't know. Throw one in here. I don't remember if I think I brought one down too. We'll do it anyhow. We'll go here. We'll go here. We'll go inside and pull down. Inside and pull down. We'll go here. I think we're going to need to go here. Well, no, we'll go up. Let's have a look at that so far. For this section. Okay. Let's go here. And down. I think I may want to do something on here. Let's go here and down, and actually let's have a look at this. I'll put one more. Oh, get off there. Did I do two there? I don't want that one. I do want that one. That's better. Not too sharp on that one. Let's save before we go any further and see how we're doing. Okay, some here. All right, all we'll do is we'll come up, and that'll take care of that. Okay, I like it. Okay, we'll just look at positioning in a bit, and it might be just fine. Just wondering if these should have been thicker. It's not really overly necessary to do something here, but I was kind of thinking of doing this. That might be too small. You know, thread-like stuff. What about just, no, I don't like doing them on top for these. I like to keep the tops rounded. It's just me. That, I put one there. Let's take this back a bit. Let's just look at that and see if we like it at all. No one's going to see it, but it's going to be there anyhow. All right. I do actually like the roundness of this. It might be a tiny bit too much. Let's see if I was to bring an edge loop, just put it in there. I think maybe it's a bit more reasonable. I'm finding this a little tight, and so I'm going to pull this one back. That's because I beveled that. I already had stuff in there. I'm going to try just scaling this in and see if I like it a bit more. It's a little bit less sharp, but this area is, you see all that white stuff, doesn't know what it's doing, so just a little bit. And actually I probably do need here, just that's all. Maybe, hopefully that's not too much. Okay. I'm just wondering if this whole thing is too thick. I just feel like it is, but it's a heavy duty. All right, so we're close to the end of the modeling on this, believe it or not, I believe. I think positioning's okay. So I think the last thing I'm going to do before we have a look is I need to take an edge for this, like this. Yeah, I'll do it this way. Shift D and P, break it apart. There it is. Origin of geometry, cursor to select it. It's got a subdivision surface on it. It's fine. Now, I think I need that anyhow. Let's bring it up and just over here a little bit, which means I got to do all this again. All right, let's just do it. Okay, let's convert this to a curve. And hopefully I don't have any other curves in there that are going to be messing me up. There's the symbol for it right here, so I think that's fine. And let's bring in, all right, we'll bring in a cube. Why not? I just usually use planes. That's the way it is. Let's zoom in. Scale this in the Z and in the X and in the Y. And we'll try to position this, and I'm going to get these to go around. Yeah. Make sure my polys are okay, and we'll try beveling it. Actually, let's set the origin of geometry on that. I don't know if that was necessary. Probably wasn't. And I'm probably going to be doing something different in just a second. I just don't know if I like it when it's smoothed. I can do whatever I want after the fact, I suppose. Yeah, you know what? I don't know if that's too thick. Let's switch to normal for a moment. push it in and see. If those went all the way around, nah, they're pretty boring. Scale YY. Well, let's try it. Let's see how we feel about this. Let's array this in the X, give it some room, but I want them relatively tight. Give it a whole bunch of them. Now this is always a little bit weird. I'm sure there is a definite science to this, but I just sometimes am not that good at it. So let's try it anyhow. There's my array. I'm just going to bring it above. Let's add a curve modifier and choose that curve. And let's play. First of all, let's go back to global. And let's do that. And let's play. Okay, so you're rotating that way. Does that mean I gotta rotate you? Let's try rotate X 90. And see if you behave better. Close. Let's just try a couple of different. That's a little bit nicer. Okay, I think though, rotate X 90 minus. I'm just going to bring it back. Oh, you're doing that, aren't you? There we go. All right. Well, I don't know. It was probably okay in the first place, but it takes a little bit of finessing it. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right, now. Don't do that. Let's just add more on the array. Come on. Like that. If I take that off, I'm really not crazy about this shape. There we go. We'll just leave it a little bit more beveled, and maybe not even that. What do you think? I mean, I think it looks a little bit different than this, but it's kind of close. Let's leave it like that because I have an idea about whether I want to do something I often like to do. I like to put an indent, but I don't know if it's going to be worth it on that. No, you know what? I think that's just fine. I'm going to take that and I am going to apply the array. I'm not going to apply the bevel. I'm going to apply the curve. And I can now take the curve and delete it, and I have done what I wanted to do. It's not joined or anything. I can still move stuff around. So let's just have a look at these and see what else I can do, or what else I might have to do. Oh, come on. No, because of the mirror. Well, I'm about to apply that mirror. And now I can set origin of geometry there, and I can just move it just a touch. And this one, you know, it seems wider than the other. And so I think I am going to be moving this closer together. Am I nuts? No, I will, and I'll do it this way. I'll do it this way. Just like that. It's close enough. No one's going to be measuring them. No one's going to see the back of this, but I'm not super crazy about how that attaches, but it's probably all right. Oh yeah, what about this? The fact that this was going to cover it. What I could do is I could pull that out on both sides. See this little indentation? Is that necessary? Or does it look kind of sloppy with this right there and almost in line with this? I think it, I don't know, to my eye it looks kind of sloppy. I don't know that it's worth doing, but it might be. You see that little indentation is just about in line with this. What if I, let's see, can I grab it there? Pull the whole thing over? Let's try it. Like that. Direction is that Y, GY? I'm sure it's not even going to be noticeable. Yeah, it's a little bit noticeable. I'm not even sure that that's helpful there. I mean, I could join that to join that up, but I just might make it just look messy. But let's just leave it. There's the front, there it is. I just thought I wanted them thicker. I'm not sure that I can. Well, I guess I can. All right. What do you think? Is it good enough? Now, in terms of joining stuff, I don't really feel like it. So I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it like that. What I can do is I can hit, well, what I could do is I could bring in an empty arrows, let's say. Put it right, let's say, look from the side. Maybe right there. Select everything and select that last and Control P. Parent to object, and then I could just select that and I could do that. All right, just to move stuff around if I want to make a copy of it, whatever. I think we can start adding materials, very basic materials. So first of all, what we'll do is we'll look at this and let's bring this up so that it's, you know, closer to sitting there like that. And then let's go Shift A, mesh plane. We'll scale 20. Look from the front and bring that to there. About. This thing I'm going to give a material to right away. I'm going to hit the material tab, hit new, and I'm going to make it just like that. I want it nice and bright as far as I believe. And then I'm just going to bring in some basic lighting. I'm not going to do a lot with that, just so we can see it and it looks nice, I hope. So we got a sun here. I'll make it 0.3, and we'll put, for the strength, we'll put 4, and just a little bit yellowish. And then I'm going to copy that and I'll put it over here somewhere. and we'll rotate the Z, and we'll make this one sort of a bluish color, maybe 3, and let's bring in a camera. Hit N and do lock camera to view, N to close that, 0 to look through it, and then H to full screen. Let's do our first Shift Z. Yeah, okay, so this, the plane I may make a little bit darker. And now we're going to work on the materials of that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to split the screen here. And I'm going to open up a UV image editor so I can open an image. And I'm going to go to Blender, Reference Images, Army, I think. And I grab these canteens so I can color pick from that. And okay, I'll use the node editor if it makes anybody feel better. Node editor, N to close that, and let's click on, say, the main body here. Click New, get rid of Diffuse, Shift A, Shader, Principled, and I'll connect this to there. And for base color, I'm going to choose the eyedropper, and I'll color pick there for now. And metallic, I'm going to go 0.2. We'll try that. And roughness, let's leave that right there. And let's just do Shift Z and have a look at that color. Okay, so let's go with that color for now. And let's call this green. Why not? And that's going to form the basis of much of this. I'm going to get out of Shift Z, or do Shift Z, switch over to material, and come out of the camera view so I don't lose that. And I'm just going to start selecting pieces that I believe are green. I think most of it is. And then we'll see what's got to be another color. Oops, what happened there? I think these are green but with white on top. I think that's going to be green. These are green, as are these. No, not that. Green. Okay, we're going to do something different with that. Okay. I'm going to go copy material plus new, paste material. I'm going to call this black. And I'm just going to go into the base color here. And I'm just going to darken this. And just make these screws black. Oh, good. That was nicely done. Thank you for that. Let's go over to one of these. Okay, white and black and purple. Okay, cool. Let's have a look from the camera and just start seeing how the colors are shaping up. Yeah. All right. Let's select this. I'll go new, and we'll add in our principled. And for this guy, I'm gonna make this like a purplish color, and I think just bring the transmission up like that. Let's just see what that looks like. You know, something like that. Maybe the roughness can go down. No, let's do it like a 0.2. And those are going to be purple. I'll call it purple. Could be lens, whatever. And I got to come in here and do the same in here. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to select these faces. Let's make that a bit smaller. do that, and then Control plus to come out. Just got to figure out how far out to go. Not like that. Ah, what am I doing? Just to, is it to there? That's probably okay. Let's hit the plus and get purple, and then we'll assign, and we'll see if it looks like it. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Very interesting. What are you doing here? It's probably because I did something funny back there, eh? Can I just do this and come back, and will I have affected that? Make that green again. Son of a gun. All right, let's go into this one, which is a separate one. Dumb shit. Purple. All right, and get that. Oh. Come on, Shift Alt to click there. Plus, plus, plus. That's enough. Make it green. Oh, good, you're still purple. Cool. Yep. I can do that. What else do I need to do? What was the other thing I needed to do? Ah, the white, yes. And for that, well, for that, let's do a plus. Choose the black. Plus to change it, or to make a copy and call it white. Change this up here. We'll see if I like those effects. And let's go in and select that. Now, can I just go select, where am I? No, over here. Select similar area? No. Can I select similar polygon size? No. So what we're going to do is we are going to go around. I know there was something I could do, and I just forget what it is. All right, well, we're going to start with that, and we're going to have to hide that plane. Doesn't matter. I have a feeling there's something else I want to do here. I don't think I have done any work on these. I'm not sure if there's any modifiers on this. In which case, or is there? Is there a bevel on there? There's something on there, isn't there? Yeah, there is a bevel. Okay. I'm not sure I like that white, but let's bring back that. Let's just have a closer look here. Okay. Let's do that. And let's not have it quite as white. And while we are at it, now does that apply to both of them? Yeah, because they're mirrored. Is that all the white that's in there? Just on those, eh? I think we got all the colors we need. And so, I think we can try. Let's close this. let's just have another look like this. All right, I'm going to try a quick test render and then we'll come back. I've gone ahead and rendered a few of these, and I think I'm going to call it done at this point. Here's what the binoculars look like. And here's a view of both of them together. And just one more view, a little bit zoomed in. This white is a little bit overpowering. Otherwise, I think it turned out relatively close to the previous model that I had made. That was a lot of fun. So I hope you enjoyed watching. Thanks very much. See you again soon.